snow, and then not snow.
All right. And what did you want to say to your class?
I miss you, class.
So you can't go to school and do the things you're used to, like shopping or going out to eat. Can you imagine having to stay in your own room without visitors or even being able to eat in the dining room with your friends and family? This is what is happening in nursing homes across the country, as older people are at a very high risk of contracting the coronavirus. If you would like to brighten their day and become a pen pal, email Mrs. Spalding. All French students, please send Madame Lebreu a 15-second video or a photo of how you are making use of your time in a positive way while staying at home. For details, go to Google Classroom and don't forget to vote on the music. And now, an overview of different soap from the most important nurse in my life, my mom. Mom?
It's Mrs. Hecox, the school nurse teacher at Roosevelt again. I know everyone's been talking a lot about hand washing lately, and it really is very important, but it's also important to use soap when you wash your hands. So let's take a look at some of the different soaps and see if it really makes a difference what kind you're using. Welcome to my kitchen this morning. I have pulled out some soaps from around my house, so these are ones that I actually use. These ones I tend to use in my kitchen, especially this type. It says antibacterial. I don't leave it in its container. I put it in this container because it has a pump on it. That way I don't have to pick it up with my dirty hands. I can put my hand on the back of it, squirt out some soap, and my kitchen faucet is nice because I can hit that with the back of my hand, wash my hands up, and then again hit it with the back of my hand and then dry my hands off so that I don't get it all dirty. In the kitchen, antibacterial is really important because we're handling our food, and some of it, especially meat, might be raw, not cooked yet. So it's important to wash our hands well after we've handled that, and even after we've handled our dishes. We want them to be extra clean. This type is not antibacterial, but it's good for around the house, washing lots of different kinds of items like the floors, even your dog if you have to, the dog's feet, any place you could use it is fine. The rest of the soaps I tend to use are these pump soaps. It doesn't really matter what kind is in them. This is my grandson's favorite, and we just refill it because it's a fun container. But if you notice, they all have a pump on them, and I actually use the back of my hand to pump the soap. So again, I don't get dirt on the soap container. I do have bar soap, but I tend to save that in the bathroom to wash my face with, or in the bathtub and shower. If I came in from outside or petting the dog and I get this all wet and then get my hands all over it, now I've got all that dirt and germs on the soap too. So I save that one in the bathroom to wash my face with. Now there is a little experiment we could do next week with some bar soap. So if you have a bar soap, hang on to it till next week. And if you know of anyone that has ivory soap, I-V-O-R-Y, please don't go to the store and get any. But if you have some, or if you know someone that does, maybe you could cut some pieces off and you all could share it. You could leave it for each other in your mailboxes or by your front door. Put it in a little piece of plastic wrap or in a plastic bag and save it, and I'll show you an experiment with bar soap next week. I hope you have a great weekend. See you next week. Bye-bye.